Hello again, boys and girls. I just wanted to give you a quick update. I know a lot of you have been sending pictures of your bean seeds to your teachers. I've gotten to see a lot, and I know your teachers have sent me more that you have sent to them. So I wanted to read a little story called The Bean's Life Cycle to look at the pictures and see if any of them look like your bean seeds at home. And this story is a nonfiction story. A nonfiction story means that it's true. It's a true story about true things. And this story is about a bean and what happens in a bean. A nonfiction story usually has photographs in it instead of drawn pictures. So this one, when we read it, you're going to see a lot of real pictures of beans. And this one is called A Bean's Life Cycle, and it's by Mary R. Dunn. Now, a nonfiction book also has usually a part called the table of contents, which is what these words are, table of contents, and it separates the book into parts. So there's planting seeds, sprouting seeds, flowering plants, and hanging pods. So we're going to start at the beginning. Planting seeds. It is spring. Broad bean seeds have been planted in soil. With water and warm temperatures, the bean seeds begin to change. Now, some of you did plant your seed in the soil, and a lot of you put it in the baggie in the window, like my experiment. So ours is going to look a little similar to some of these pictures, but it will also look different. This seed has been put in the soil, the dirt, and it's starting to change inside the dirt. Tiny white roots break out of the seed and reach down into the soil. Roots bring nutrients from the soil to the seed. The roots hold the plant in place. So the roots have two jobs. It helps to suck up the nutrients and the water, and it helps make sure that the plant doesn't move around in the wind. It holds it into one spot. So these little white things are the roots. Oh, I love this picture because it shows the different parts. Sprouting seeds. Soon, a bean shoot sprouts. It pops through the soil and becomes the stem. Tiny leaves on the stem start to grow. The leaves begin to open. So a lot of your seeds that you have sent me look like this one right here. It has the seed part, and you saw the little stem and roots growing out of it. A couple of yours have started to grow taller like this and started to produce seeds. And they're standing up straight in the bag, and some are big. I had one friend send me one that had really big ones with leaves. And if you want to plant yours, once it starts to sprout like this in the dirt, you could try planting it in the dirt and see if it will grow better. You might need a grown-up to help you make sure the roots are all covered up, and then see if it actually makes beans. Roots take in water from the soil. The stems carry water to the leaves. Leaves use water, air, and sunlight to make food for the plant. So the leaves' special job is to take in sunlight and to create plant food. I wonder if they eat cheeseburgers, I guess. I'm not sure about that. Flowering plants. Flower buds appear at the bottom of the leaves. These black and white flowers have pollen. They also have a sweet juice called nectar. So this bean plant produces black and white seeds. Some of your beans might not produce the same color flowers. And if they don't have the same color flowers, that's okay. They still have the same ingredients inside them. They have pollen and they have nectar. Buzz! A bee lands on a flower to sip its nectar. The bee has pollen on it from a different flower. The pollen will make beans grow. That is a nice close-up picture of that bee. Hanging pods. Bean pods grow and the flowers begin to die. The pods are lumpy and thick. They protect the seeds inside. So when the beans start to grow, they have all the seeds inside. So the flower on a vegetable or a fruit grows. It has the seeds inside, which are the vegetable or the fruit. And then after that starts to grow, the flower goes away because it's not really needed anymore because it already attracted the insects to help build the seeds. Bean plants have about 12 bean pods. Each pod will have 3 to 8 seeds. So if you've ever eaten a bean, this is kind of what it looks like on the outside. Sometimes you might take it apart, and on the inside it looks like this. It has little seeds inside of the pod. So the whole thing is called a pod, and each one is a seed. Some pods are picked to eat. Other pods dry out and pop open. Their seeds fall out. These seeds may become new plants in the spring. So this is a bean pod that is older. You can tell it's brown on the outside. Probably not one you would want to eat, but inside there are still seeds. So when the seeds drop out and they fall into the dirt, it could help grow new plants. And that is the end. So in this story, because it's nonfiction, it also has a glossary. It has some words in it, vocabulary words, and then other books that you might want to read. So after this video, I'm going to add some pictures that were sent to me of what your bean plants look like. And I'm really excited to see how they turn out. I know a lot of friends are worried that their seeds weren't sprouting and have started to sprout just tiny little bits. And like I said, some are sprouting really big, which is why when you get seeds, you usually plant extra seeds in your garden. So you make sure that you get plants, because sometimes seeds don't grow plants, and if you have extra, then you can make sure that you always have plants in your garden. I hope you have a really nice day, and I hope you enjoyed the pictures that I attach at the end. Bye, have a great day.